Hi guys, this is Yemi. Welcome back to the channel.
And I'm Tox.
And we are here today to share a gem of a place that we were fortunate enough to visit. We are here to help you dream your travel dreams, guys. We're here to inspire you as you make your travel wish list, as you make your travel bucket list, places that you've wanted to go, or just visit them through us vicariously. So we are in Vietnam. We were in a place called Halong Bay. Halong is typically two words. I think that's how they spell it. And Bay. So it's not one of the natural, the seven wonders of the world, but it is one of the new seven natural spots of the world. And it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We see why.
Yeah, 7?
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah. I didn't make up the list. I think that's what it is. Put that in the comment. Is it 7 or is it more? Anywho, Halong Bay is in Vietnam. It is in the south. Is it south or north? Oh, Lord God. Okay.
My geography is bad.
It's bad. Okay, I will check that out and I'll put a thing in the comment. But we started, we started north. Sorry, it's north. We started north and we're making our way down to the south, and we will eventually end in the capital of Vietnam, which is Ho Chi Minh City. So, Halong Bay. If you were to type in your computer now on your phone and type in Halong Bay, you'll see a lot of things. The pictures are not lying to you, people. That bay was such a wonderful bay. And they've done their best. I know there are lots of comments on social media about how it's all touristy. You know, they've touriized it, and it's not touriized. I just made up that word, people. And it's not natural in its natural state. You know, it's one of those places that even though you know a lot of people go, you still want to go yourself because it is simply that special. So how a lot of people make that trip, which this is in the way we took, was to go to Hanoi. Hanoi is a place in Vietnam, also in the north, and then they book a tour. Their limousine buses, and they use the word limousine loosely, people. So please don't expect this fancy thing. No. The seats are comfortable. You'll see in the video, I think we put a shot or two of the one that we took. So they'll take you with this limousine bus from Hanoi. They'll pick you up from your hotel or hostel if you're backpacking.
Depending on where.
Yeah, depending on where. And then it's about a, 2.5 hour?
Suppose it depends on the driver.
On the drive, yes. It's supposed to be 2.5 hour long drive from Hanoi to Halong Bay. And then you go on the cruise. Some people do the day cruise, and some people do 2 overnight cruise or 3 overnight cruise. It's completely up to you. You've got so many choices. The first thing that we researched and decided against was to go right from Hanoi to Halong Bay and then hop on a cruise. We really wanted to experience the city of, is it a city? Yeah, I guess it's a city.
Town,
town.
It's a place, you need to experience the place itself, not just go on the one-day cruise and come back. I mean,
Yes.
experience the city. It's beautiful.
Yes, the city is quite. So we're going to talk about the city first before we talk about the cruise. The city is something to behold. Of course, it has water, so you see it has a bay, so you kind of see that already once you pull into it. The whole city is full, literally. I think the only way they make money is by hotels and other forms of tourism.
Yeah.
Their hotels miles long, right after each other. That's the only business you see, and restaurants.
Yes.
Because the tourists then do need to eat, right?
Almost every building there, or every other building, is a hotel.
Yes. Yeah.
So you will find somewhere to stay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if they ever fill up
No.
during the season, but I doubt it. There are way too many hotels there.
Yeah, they've certainly prepared for us coming. And then the restaurants. Okay. So the city itself has a long boardwalk. We call it boardwalk. I don't know what the Vietnamese people call it. Oh, I tend to call it Malikon. But anywho, it's a long, big one. And right on the other side of the street are the hotels, obviously. And these hotels are all high rises. And I don't know what it is about Halong Bay specifically. They love to light up the exterior of their hotels. I mean, at night the lights just pop out.
I think it's all over Vietnam, though. I
Well,
think it's all over Vietnam.
okay, well, it was special in Halong Bay, I think. I mean, everything is so lit up, it's so pretty, and you just wonder how much electricity is being used. But the whole city is full of hotels on one side of the of the bay, and then on the other side you've got restaurants upon restaurants. Folks, if you love seafood like we do, you will be in heaven. Can you say it with me? You will be in heaven because the seafood is the absolute freshest you will find it. They have this little, huge aquarium tanks at every restaurant. Okay, you'll find shrimp, you'll find um,
Crabs.
octopus, you'll find crabs, you'll find.
We didn't see
No,
octopus.
you didn't see octopus. No, I
No.
saw one.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't see that.
I did see. I did
Yeah.
see.
But
Yeah.
you find crabs,
Yeah.
you find lobsters.
Lobsters, all different kinds of fish, people, different varieties of fish. You'll just go in, you'll pick which one. You'll go sit down. You can have a beer while you're waiting, have some cocktail, have some
My
wine.
favorite.
I know. And they'll go cook this for you, people. But they'll cook it. They'll ask you if you want it grilled, if you want it fried. You decide how you want it. You decide what sides you want with it, how you want the sides, and voila.
Yeah. And if you're from Lagos, Nigeria, and you are familiar with one of those pepper soup joints, you can relate.
Pepper soup joints. Guys, we're going to put a little description of what pepper soup joints is in the comment section. But in the description section, sorry. Anywho, back to Vietnam.
Back to Halong Bay.
Back to Halong Bay. So you'll pick the stuff, and that's the freshest you'll ever get your seafood. I mean, and it's restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. And you will find that they come out of their restaurants and try and kind of encourage you to stop at their restaurant. Because keep in mind, we said many restaurants and they're right next to each other,
There's competition.
selling the
Yeah.
same fresh seafood. So they gotta get out there and try and woo you, and especially why that they're open to haggling. Because if you've seen the prices, they won't hide the prices from you. If you've seen the prices in the other ones, and then you come to one that's a little higher, but that's the one you really want to eat, just haggle and say, hey, I saw it at the other place at this amount. Why is yours so expensive? And actually use that too when I decided to give in to a massage. I mean, we walked in a different town. We saw the prices, and then the one that I thought looked clean enough for me and fit what I was trying to do. I said, hey, but down the road is this amount. Would you take this?
And they did.
And they did. No, first they came up with a counter,
Yeah.
as they always do, because they're not suckers either. And I said, no, the place down the street, you just walk a few meters, it's there. Would you take that? And then they said yes. So you're not being rude. You're not giving off airs of, they don't have much, so I have to give them what they ask. No. And then you're not treating them as equals.
Mm-hmm.
They are equals. Okay. And other parts of the world define being rich in different senses than we do in North America and Europe. Anywho, so back to the city. So what we did when we did this Halong Bay adventure was to stay in the city. And boy, were we glad we did. Because once they drive you into the city, we still got on one of those limousine buses. They also do just transportation. And we actually didn't come from Hanoi. We came from a different Vietnamese city called
VinhIen.
Vinh. Yeah, we came from Vinh, and we'll do a whole video on that. But we came from Vinh, and so we came we dropped off our luggage in Hanoi, and then we just came and spent some days. That's one thing this part of the world does well that's so foreign to us. The hotels there, people, and we're talking American brand luxury level hotels, they would allow you to drop off your luggage as long as they confirm that you have a reservation. You can even drop off your luggage before you stay at the hotel. And then once you check out after your hotel, the one hotel American brand said they can keep the luggage for 6 months. And then the other one said for 3 months. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's such a great. So if you're backpacking, right, and you're doing a haul, and you've decided that's going to be your base, then you can just drop off your stuff and go backpack all over.
Well, I don't know. Let's put it this way. Backpackers generally don't have a lot of luggage.
Yeah, that is true.
So, but if you're traveling with a
That
lot
is
of
true.
luggage
That
and
is
you
true.
have places that you want to touch without carrying a lot of luggage
stuff,
with you,
yeah.
yes, there are hotels that will keep your luggage
Yeah,
while
they'll
you
do that.
while you do
Yeah,
your thing.
yeah, they will. But so keep that in mind as you travel through Southeast Asia. I'm not sure if the rest of Asia does that, but we definitely know that Southeast Asia does that.
No harm in asking.
Yeah, just ask. I was so surprised because we've stayed in all American brand hotels, and I thought, oh no, it's just the hostels that are doing it, or local hotels. But anywho, back to our adventure in Halong Bay. Again, we would highly recommend that you at least stay 1 night, 2 nights. If you have the time, I will stay a week. We enjoyed our time in the city so much that it's definitely made its way onto our we're coming back list.
Yeah.
We definitely have. And we will also, it's on we're coming back list, and we would like to invite friends and family along with us list. Because I think it'll fit the needs of so many people. It's just a wonderful place to chill and indulge in fresh seafood. And the hotel that we stayed, you could literally see what do you call that? The stones from the bay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do you call them stones or mountains?
Yeah, I mean, you see hills and mountains.
Oh
and
my God. You literally, I felt like if I reached over, but whatever you see from your hotel room, when you get on that cruise, it does not compare. It is insane. It was so great. I want to go back.
So, talking about cruising or the cruise and hotels and restaurants, you might find that it is possible to book your cruise from your restaurant. So you don't, I mean, this is a restaurant just by the road, but they also they pull a double duty of looking for clients for
the cruises, for the cruise companies, please. We saw it in probably 70% of the restaurants that we were walking by. They will put a little sign there. Some of them would even have a little makeshift desk.
Yeah.
Right there, travel agents. Everybody's a travel agent in Halong Bay. Everybody's a travel agent here. But anywho, so we chose to just do the day cruise. Even if you choose to just do the day cruise, you have choices of do you want the 4 hour, the 6 hour, or the 8 hour cruise. We did the 6 hour because we thought that's a good medium. So if you're new to our channel and new to us, I do have I suffer from very bad seasickness, water motion sickness, and yes, yes, I still go on cruises.
Only water, you suffer from road sickness too.
Motion sickness.
Motion sickness.
Yeah, just motion high. Yeah, I know. But that doesn't keep me at home. I'm still gonna go and do stuff because that's what you're supposed to do, right? I'm living this life fully. But anywho, we decided on the 6 hour one. And any hotel or hostel that you're staying in, I promise you they can book the cruises for you. You just have to decide, is their pricing fair? Is that what you want to pay? We're always, even though we like to stay in posh hotels, we kind of we like to do things ourselves. We like to get out and figure out the booking of everything on our own because then we interact with the local people.
Locals, yeah.
And not just people who live in hotels, who work in hotels, only interacting with, with people who are staying at the hotel. So, we asked, obviously, because you want a baseline of what the cost is. And then we just started walking the city ourselves. And of course, many of the restaurants, they say, "Do you want to book cruise?" Yeah, in their very pidgin English. But hey, we understood each other.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. So we booked. We decided to do a 6 hour cruise. I mean, we didn't even see the boat. It was sight unseen. We made the deal right on the side of the road in a restaurant, right on the side. And it was so long because I wanted information and because I don't know this person from Adam. And they had flyers, they had brochures. And then we exchanged WhatsApp numbers so I could ask more questions again. Now this was like 6 p.m. and we're gonna go on the cruise the next day. But I still had questions and we certainly were not just gonna pay without me clearing all the questions that I had. So anyway, so we were back in the hotel at about 9 p.m. That's when I started texting like, okay, so send picture of the cruise. What's the name of the boat? Because I didn't even get all that information. So even at the time that we said yes, but the wonderful thing was we didn't have to pay then. So they will come get you at your hotel, and that's when you pay. That's what he told us. In actuality, we didn't even pay until we were almost done with the cruise. I think they forgot. I'm like, I kept reminding. They just said
they didn't forget. Okay. They were just not ready to take your money.
Take it, yeah, because I kept saying, are you ready to take the payment now? But anywho, we went on a day's cruise, the 6 hour cruise, and it was a pretty boat.
It wasn't. Yeah. It was fairly decent.
It was fairly decent.
And for the 6 hours, you get a meal, and anything other than the meal you buy. If you want a beer, you buy.
If you want water.
If you want water, you buy. They don't let you take your water on board, but if you want water, you buy. If you want soft drinks or whatever, but they do give you a meal.
Yeah, you do get a meal. It's buffet style. I mean, you do get to try different Vietnamese things, which is the point, right? That's why you're traveling around. Don't look for 5-star quality food. It's cooked. I mean, it's mass produced, right? But it's clean. I mean, we ate it and I didn't get sick from it. As a rule, I don't touch cold items on any buffet line. I don't care if it's 10-star hotels. I say it's gotta be hot. Me hoping that whatever is in there would have been killed off by the heat that you used to kill it. To cook it. But anywho, it was clean. It was clean. They did do their due diligence in keeping things as clean as they could. The boat had a capacity of, what did they say, 40?
40.
About 40.
It was a small boat.
Yeah, it was a small boat. It was small enough. And folks, let me tell you, if you're like me and you get seasick, the waters were not choppy. I was able to handle it. I really was, and I didn't have to take anything. Any medication. So if I can do it, you can do it too. Don't be afraid. Don't sit back. Now, what I did do when we first got on it, because it takes me a minute, I didn't go to the top deck. They had this open top deck. He was up there right away. I'm like, no, I'm not going up there yet. So I sat in the lower deck where the chairs were there, and I could see everything. You can still see everything from there, but you're just not out in the open. I did make my way up there eventually, and then I wanted to just stay there.
Now, talking about boats, we need to mention that there are different size boats in that place. There are bigger boats. Mm-hmm. There are those that you can see. That sits about, I don't know, hundreds of people.
Yes.
And they're not boats where you just sit alone. They have bedrooms and things like that. They're like small size ships, ship, and they're fairly big. So we were just doing the 6 hours, so we decided on we didn't see the boat when we got before we booked it. But it was small enough, which was okay for us.
It was.
But if you're looking for bigger ships, they are there that you can book, on a bigger ship. You can book days cruise, like 2 nights or 3 nights or however many nights. And they will tell you what comes with the cruise and what does not come with it. For most of them, I just will say lower your expectations. Don't expect too many frills, but you can have fun.
Oh my gosh, it was fun. And they also have available, you can privately just chatter the whole boat.
Yeah.
So you have a party, you know. I mean, you came with family and you don't really want to mingle. It makes sense if you come as a group to do that.
Yes.
I mean, you literally can just chatter. So you just be you. I will say though, honestly, I think mingling with other travelers, we always like to do that.
It's always fun. We always
Yeah.
meet fun people
Yeah.
from other
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
our
enjoy
boat, it was funny. We were the only Americans
it on our boat.
on
Yes.
our boat. We had, let's see, we were the only people with melanin on our boat, as in most places that we go. We had a lot of people from Europe, different European countries,
Yep. Germany.
Germany, UK.
Is this really not Denmark? The ladies?
Denmark, yeah. We said there's two young ladies that were traveling alone. I love to see young people.
19-year-olds, young ladies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. So we sat at the table with them. We kind of adopted them during the cruise, or I did.
Or they adopted.
They
us.
adopted us. Yeah, they were really cute. They reminded us of our daughter. But anywho, so we enjoy doing that. Because for a brief moment, I considered doing just a private tour, and like it's just two of us. Now, if we met friends that also wanted to do it, new people, we don't care. Then we would have maybe pooled resources. So if you're traveling as a group, that's something to think about, and it would probably end up being about the same price,
Yeah.
really. So, and I imagine those boats should have more luxury items.
It all depends.
Yeah.
I saw some rich-looking yachts there. That's
Yeah, it was drooling over some.
I wanted one of those, but
He always drools
it's
over
not
that.
yet time. Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know who's going to be on it with me. Did you all hear me that I'm emotional? I get seasick.
You stay online. You're a landlubber. You stay
Okay,
online,
I
and
just stay online.
I'll take
Okay.
a cruise, and
Okay.
when I get back, then
Okay. Well, anywho, so the cruise going out was from the get go. I mean, my cheekbones were hurting because this is what I just did. You're just in awe. You're in awe of nature, and the closer we got, oh my God, we got so close. It felt like I could reach out and just touch. You'll see in the video.
Some rocks, yeah.
Oh my God, we were able to capture some amazing footage for you all to see. It was just beautiful. Yes, there are tons of tourists there. There are tons of other boats. I mean, we went on there.
I have never seen so many boats in one place. I mean, I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and they have this down to an art,
The drivers?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially in places where you stop, you just see a boat coming, and then they pull out as soon as they disgorge their people. Why the people go about?
Disgorge?
Disgorge.
Oh, okay. Disgorge.
Whatever. Anyway, so they pull out, other boats will come in, do the same, and when it's time for you to get back on the boat, your boat will come back in and pick you up, and sometimes you see some of the bigger boats pushing the small boats aside.
Oh yeah,
But-
they pulled
and
us.
that's the real thing. I mean, I'm surprised that there hasn't been any real accidents on
No,
that place.
because you just feel that the boat was just like move you out of the way. I'm like, what? Yeah, but it was so much fun. And then even the 6 hour cruise, you go to Halong Bay. They take you to a few places. The first place they stopped was the cave,
Yeah.
which I was too chicken to do. I'm not doing because I thought it was higher altitude, honestly, but he came back and said no because my benchmark people. We went to Costa Rica and we met some people there at the hotel, and I lost my mind and we set up a hike at a coffee farm. I lost my mind and said yes, and we went. All four of us, we know we did not expect the kind of walking. That was a hike, high altitude. Anyway, that's a video for another time.
Yeah, I think we beat up a bit more than we could chew.
Oh my God. So anyway, so that's always we'll make the joke and say, is this Costa Rica? All over again. I'm like, I'm not going. So I chose to sit back on the boat, and they'll let you. I wasn't the only one that chose to sit back. So of course he went. And he got some amazing, amazing footage. Can you share a little about the experience in the caves?
It's Okay, these are natural made caves. The only unnatural part of it are the floors you walk on. But I mean, I think they cleaned that up and the lights they put on it. But these were natural caves that you could see the stalagmites and the stalactites, and you see. I mean, they were formed over time, so they are thousands of years old. So they were huge, they were humongous, but they were beautiful to be in. I mean, you just admire nature from being in that cave. Yes, it was so beautiful. And I'll share some pictures with you.
I bet. I mean, I saw he came back on the boat. I was on the boat, and he showed me. Oh my God, the videos. I'm like, oh my God, it was simply amazing. I had a great time on the boat while waiting too. It was great. We kind of went. Just didn't stand still. It moved.
Yeah.
It kept moving. So we saw. Oh my gosh, we saw so many stones. I literally felt like I could reach out and touch, because then at that point your girl was brave. I was on the upper deck. I actually stayed on the upper deck. I took a nap. Well, 2 minutes nap, because I was afraid I was gonna miss something. So I kept opening my eyes and going, oh, look at that. It was just my entire time up there. I was like, oh, look at that, look at that. Anywho, I know we're running long on this video, but Halong Bay deserves it, people. If it's not on your bucket list, you've got to put it on there. So then we went to the cave. We went to
The beach.
we went to a
One of
beach.
the islands.
Yes, on one of the islands, and that was cool.
Yeah, and we
That
took a
was
canoe
cool.
ride.
And then we went to another place where there were choices of either doing a kayak, or doing a bamboo canoe ride where somebody else does the work, or you do a speedboat where you pay for. I'm like, no. Because one, the speedboat will go fast, and it's that motion that gets my seasickness going. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So even the bamboo canoe boat, I'm like, Lord, why am I doing this? I'm glad I did. It was a short 30-minute canoe ride, but it took
fun.
us. Oh my God, we went
And
under.
the scene was, under some mountains. Yeah.
Oh,
The scene was beautiful.
oh my goodness. And we saw some monkeys, people. We saw monkeys in their natural habitat. And I wonder what those monkeys think about the human people that just come gawking at them. But I actually had a post on my on one of our social media accounts. Make sure you check the links out, and make sure you follow us on our Facebook, because we will post the picture sooner than we will release YouTube videos. But we saw monkeys, and I was brave. We had so much fun on the canoe.
The eagle.
We saw the eagle. I missed that. I didn't see
eagle,
it.
yeah.
I didn't see that. People were like, look, eagle. And I was like, where? Yeah, but yeah, we saw, some people saw it. You saw it. I didn't see
I
it.
saw it. I just couldn't capture it on my phone,
no, I
my
didn't.
camera.
Yeah, so sorry we don't have any footage of the eagles, but they were there. So then the last place we went was the beach. That was fun. That was fun. That was the last one. And then we were back into Halong Bay City.
Yeah.
The experience is life changing. It's a memory that will stick with you forever. We're already planning that this is a place that we would love to bring some friends, bring our children, our adult children, because it is so worth it. It is absolutely it is worth it.
It's a fun place.
It is worth it. It's just earth moving. It's breath. When you say breathtaking, literally, you just go, this is what I did. I know what does that face look like? Oh, that's a terrible face. But that was my face. When you see a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's also been voted as one of the 70 wonders of the world, hello, this is the look you make. It's well deserved recognition. Guys, do it. If you've been thinking, do I want to do it? It's too touristicized. Do it. Do it. Touristicized. Anywho, that's a new word. We thank you for jumping in. We hope we're inspiring you to step outside your comfort zone and see the world a little bit, or at least come with us virtually on our journeys. Feel free to share this video, please. Sharing is caring. And if you've gained anything, if it's from this video, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our future videos. The journey continues, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it does.